Hi. Hi, everyone. So we're live. That's a reminder to myself to check in that we're live and saying hi to you. Welcome to Awake Life. I'm Hanan. And today's transmission, since YouTube just asked me to title it, I think I said the living word. Word up. So shout out to Southfield Lathrop and my high school people. I love you guys. So I've been waiting for this moment all my life, as the Yes song says in the Revealing Science of God. We've been waiting all our lives for this moment. So maybe you couldn't hear me well. You can hear me better now. And in Awake Life, in the show individually, when I come to you, whether it's live like this or in an episode or in a conversation with Awake Life Conversations, we're taking a look at what is awakening and what is it to live in awake life. So therefore, it's not just about awakening. It's about a living awakening every moment in your life, wherever you are. Recognizing that life is actually meditating you and that you can attune to the vibration of life, free from your mind, free from the trances, free from suffering. So many of you already have a clarity and understanding of most of this on an intellectual level and on an experiential level. And yet there's still a seeking or a resistance that's occurring that keeps you from recognizing that you're being breathed. And we can check in on that right now and just notice for a moment, closing your eyes. Just noticing that breath is occurring. What you can do is a focal point for your attention is put your attention on your nostrils as you breathe in and over your lips as you breathe out. Not as some breathing technique, but just to notice your attention on your nostrils in as you breathe in, and over your lips as you breathe out. I'm going to ask you two questions. One is, the mind will have a first answer. And the second time, I want you to just move your attention to notice. And really just looking at this noticing. This noticing is awakening. This noticing is the peace that you're searching for. Enlightenment that we're searching for is always found here. So noticing your breath, the question I ask you is, do you have to do anything to breathe? So the obvious intellectual answer is no. The mind knows I don't have to do anything to breathe. So that answer comes, we let the mind be the mind. And then we just notice as your nostrils attention, get your attention as you breathe in, and your lips get your attention as you breathe out. The breath is occurring. So I ask you again, do you have to do anything to breathe? Instead of just, the mind says no, breath is occurring. And you can just naturally have an intimacy with your own breath. That takes no effort to experience that breath is occurring. You can allow yourself to have a natural gratitude for that breath. Or just an intimacy with your breath occurring, that you're being breathed. Yeah, it's so beautiful. So I'm really happy to be here with you. I'm going to leave and pick up my daughter in 10, 15 minutes. So this will be a 10-minute broadcast of Awake Life. So since it was titled The Living Word, let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at this idea in the New Testament of the Word became flesh. Or in the Old Testament, it's Adonai Echad U'Shemo Echad, that God is one. That He is one. His name will be one. So He, she, it is. So Adonai Echad, before time, after time, during, always has been, always will be. I am that I am. Always will take you all the way home. I am that I am. And the mind says, I know that already, or I discovered that already. So the possibility is to discover that fresh and anew in every single moment of your life by shifting your attention out of your mind to the truth of who you are now. Notice that you're here. You don't have to do anything to be here. Do you? So let's ask with the mind, do you have to do anything to be here? Right now, this moment, this instant. Just to be. What do you have to do to be? As a spit come out of my mouth, and it reminds me of when I went to see Al Pacino on stage. And when I saw Al Pacino on stage, he's so passionate, right? But he's spitting every time he talks. If you're in the front row, you can almost get spat on. So he's speaking from a vigor and a passion, right? And he's fully in the character behind it. And that's what we all want in life, really, is not to just get free from the story, not just to get to know self, but to include this self, this human, this perfect, beautiful DNA. So awakening and including, transcending and including all that you are. And the fragmentation, we've been shown in this way the ego goes about things in life, that it's about me. My great mentor, Damaji, said that the number one religion in the world is the religion of me. We wake up in the story of me, you go to sleep in the story of me. And in access points, we call that the individual mind trance. And it's the programming from our DNA of survival, being given a name, who you are, based on something now. So not just I am, but I am, but I am ... I am man, I am woman, I am boy, I am girl. I am father, I am husband, I am mother. Thank you, blessed mothers. Thank you, blessed fathers. So you're playing all your roles. So you're playing your role. So can you sit back in that with me and just embrace your role? Recognize that which is breathing you. Your heart beating. All of it's occurring. And the mind wants to see how can it get there? How can it stay there? And that's all more separation paradigm. You're moving out of separation paradigm in this awakening into living an awake life. Excuse me. Living an awake life. So it's not just about awakening, it's about living an awake life in life as you. As you. In every moment, everywhere. Undeniable clarity that oneness is truth. Not because you experienced it before, not because you've realized it, not because you've read about it, not because you even desire it, but because you directly, freshly can recognize that you're living an awake life in life. And that's what's in store for you. And if you're already vibrating here, then it's about deepening, integration. And the Word became flesh. How does Creator awaken in the creation? Through you. And we meet as one self. And as individuals. Here. Does consciousness need to wake up? Does consciousness need to wake up? And if consciousness just wanted to be infinite, endless consciousness, which it already is, but just be the absolute beingness and not engage in life and not live life. And will we be here right now, interfacing as humans here? So I dare you to show up even more in life, as life. recognize the avoidance, the anxiety, the stress as an arrow, a smoke signal inviting you into the deeper void of unworthiness, of being completely unworthy, completely fearful, completely angry, inviting you into the black hole that the whole ego mind is running from. And since it's been running from that your whole life, it wouldn't make sense to it, the body mind, to go into the black hole, because it can't hold on to me in the black hole. In the computer operating system of the mind, its job is to continue being me and something special. And that's what we're taking a look at this week in Access Points. So start recognizing that you are. You are. You are the Word. Inside the story and outside the story, clean, by being true. True to your word, true to the moment, true to presence first. And recognizing where the mind tries to co-opt that, create it, get it, do it. And allow yourself to start shifting out of the mind and welcoming yourself ever more here, where we truly meet here as one, as heaven on earth. When enough of us awaken to that oneness that is the truth, what won't we do together? So I'm going to start broadcasting here a lot, live. You'll see them on Instagram also. But I'm going to be sharing here. I'll be sharing this on Facebook also. But I want you to know that I'm here for you. And that's the number one message I've been saying for the last 3 months, is that I'm fully here for you in support. We are truly all in this together. And I have some friends to introduce you to who are in this with you, just as you're in this with me. And I feel your support and your love. And I love you. We can see beyond all the trips and all the illusions and allow ourselves to meet here. And that's what we're all calling for, is to release. There's no end to releasing. There's no end to the energy coming through the physical, the word, receiving the trance, receiving the download, receiving life, receiving your breath, receiving that every moment you are being, it's always been there. And if you don't notice that, I can help you see that. And so can my good buddy Joey Lott, and some other great friends I have to introduce you to. And then from that, it's awakening and stabilizing and awakening in your life and ascending in a true flow, not trying to get to miracles, not trying to get to flow, but receiving from your true one self into the greatest expression of who you are. Trusting the next possibility of true let go, releasing through the black hole where the mind doesn't want to go, where the body's discomforts. See, repression of unworthiness is anxiety. Indulgence of unworthiness is depression. Repression of fear, paranoia, anxiety. Indulgence of fear, trepidation, inability, having to prove self, relying on the mind for everything. The me holding tight to that identity. And what we've noticed, and there's some great schools of thought, of patterns that help us see that we're not our mind. Since there's no way to get here, we start to take a look at how do we pretend to not be here together. So I love you. You are the word. Word up. You are the word. Word up. Word up. And we meet in that, in the infinite self that we are, the infinite one self that we are, and in the true one self, and in the DNA, the unique individual that you are, that is unlike any other. I'm happy to meet you. I love you. Some other videos here on YouTube, they say, right, what do they say here? Subscribe, hit the likes if you're on Facebook. Come say hi. You can message me. I do my best to get back to everybody. I sleep various hours, so I'm around. All right, I'm here for you. And if you'd like to look at some mentorship and how to go deeper into this process that we offer, you can check out brianmark.com. Still work being done on certain parts. What you click on will take you to various things. You can also check out joeylott.com, my partner in this right now. All right, lots of love. You are the word. Notice that your breath is occurring. Meditation is already happening. You can directly shift out of your mind to oneness every moment more and more. And it's always from being that everything's revealed. In this spaciousness that allows everything to be, the cells to communicate, the planets to be where they are, your breath occurring, has us occurring in this moment together. This transmission, the transmission of you receiving each other. And what's next? Your awakening is the awakening of the whole thing. Your transcendence and including everything that's been disowned, calling yourself back into wholeness, integration, into alignment. All right, that's what we're about here. So welcome to Awake Life, Season 2, we'll call it. Yeah. All right, look forward to seeing you guys again soon. So here's to living an awake life from your true one self and into the greatest expression of you. Lots of love. Talk to you guys soon. You can check me up on Instagram at Brian Mark Zimberg, on Facebook at Brian Mark Zimberg Fan, and here on YouTube at Brian Mark Zimberg. Okay? Hanan signing off. I like to always say I love my life, I love my wife, I love my children, and I really love you. All right, bye.